I'm here. Happy Wednesday, everyone. Can you see me and can you hear me? I know I am a fright today. Okay, let me take a quick look here. Pat was here earlier, and guess who it was? Nancy, Georgina, Kathy Quilts and Crafts, our very own wrench holder, Terie, Giovanna, Lorraine Barron from Central Maine, Lisa Marie Esposito, who helps lug those blue wrenches around. She is here. Joy. It's always good to have some joy in our lives, right? I bet you've never heard that one. Thank you, Giovanna, for remembering to remind people about the thumbs up. That's very helpful. Good afternoon, Richard. Mary Wilson is here. Let's see if there's anyone else that I've missed. Sherry Lucina is here. Ruth Williams, June Hanson, Kathy Kendall from Unity. I always have to call out you Mainers because there's so very few of us, you know. Let's see, Judith is here. Crafting with Vivian S. Michelle the Quilter. Eleanor Sen, good morning to you. Good morning, everyone. If I missed someone's name, I apologize. It just is what it is. So, it is 63 degrees here in northern Maine today, and that is 17 degrees Celsius for those of you in the rest of the world, because the U.S. seems to be the only one who just can't go to metric. All right, oops, do this all the time. I have this little thing in the bottom of my screen, and if my mouse hits it, it brings up news and weather, and it doesn't go away. It's still there. I can't see any of the chat for the moment, so until that goes away, let's see how to get it to go away. Not sure. Usually I just click what I just did and it goes away. There it goes. It's gone. Gone. We see who else came in. Mona did what? Is here. Hi, Mona. Brenda, Barb. Oh, it is clicking right through there. Dorothy watching from Kentucky. Lisa Marie is in Kentucky too. Peggy Lee is here from Las Vegas where it's hot. Lukey is here. Hello to you. Andrea is here. Howdy, howdy, howdy. All right. So, I want to thank my admins, my mods. They are so helpful every week, and in between these times you would just not believe what these girls do for me. So thank you very much, ladies. I appreciate it, and I know all my subscribers appreciate you as well. And I want to thank Kimberly from My Fabric Addiction 1 over on Etsy. She sponsors our weekly fabric giveaway that so many of you have won. Speaking of Kimberly and her giveaways, I wanted to let you know last week's winner was Lisa Marie, and the week before that, I believe, was Valerie. You will get your prize, but Kimberly was away on vacation visiting with family, and she just got back. So I heard from her this morning, and she said she was going to get those prizes out. So you will get them. Thank you for your patience. Sherry Rose is here. Did I miss you? I'm sorry. I apologize. Okay. Hi, Gladys. Gladys is here. Ruth Williams says, I shopped at Kimberly's Fabric Addiction. I now have an addiction. I got enough fabric for a lot of projects. I paused my sewing project to be here. Well, we're glad you did. We're glad you did, Ruth. Hi, Linda. Linda came in saying hello. Okay, and it is warm in here. I'm going to have to turn on the fan. The problem is they're mowing out there, and the guy goes way down the road before he comes back, but then someone started up a drill or something about 2 minutes before I went live, of course. All right, so I sent out 3 postcards today. I did a live stream with Mona over on Mona Did What. on Monday. If you haven't seen that, you just go over to my channel or to hers and go under the live tab and you will see it. I'll link it below when I edit this afterwards. I'll write that down so I don't forget. But we had a great time and we made fabric postcards and mostly chit-chatted because, you know, that's kind of how it goes. But it's always fun. So thank you, Mona, for hosting that. I really appreciate that. And see, I'm not as technologically advanced as she is. So when I thought, well, I'm going to be live on Mona's channel, I thought you guys were going to have to go over there to see me. I didn't realize until we were live that it was live on my channel at the same time. Hi, Donnell. How are you? Thanks for dropping in. You're fine. You can lurk. Anyway, I did send out 3 postcards because when I did the live stream with Mona the other day, I decided in the middle to ask her if we could do a giveaway. And I sent the person their postcard this morning, as well as I sent the past 2 weeks from this channel winners postcards out this morning. So thank you for your patience. I apologize for the wait. Ruth says we hit 101 yesterday. Guess it's going to be a long hot summer. I'll stay in my air-conditioned sewing room. Well, with that kind of weather, you'll definitely get a lot of sewing done. Hi, Jackie at DVD Stitch Art. Thank you so much for dropping in with us. Is this your first time? It was fun, Mona. I appreciate that. Hi, Carrie. Carrie Rustin from Ontario, Canada. Has a thunderstorm and lots of rain. Goodness. Okay, so did I get happy mail this week? I did, but you know what I did? I left it downstairs. There's an envelope and someone sent me a thank you note. And in that thank you note, she made me lace, like there's lace spools and things. I know you guys know what they are. You can make them, I believe, on the embroidery machines. Hi, Nancy. Nancy is filling bobbins as she watches from Oregon. No, you're here every once in a while. Well, I'm glad to see you in the chat, and thank you for hanging out with us, Jackie. Sandra K, did I miss you? Hello, hello. Okay. So I did get happy mail, but that's about the only thing that came in this week. I did make 2 YouTube shorts today. One of them, I should have had it done months ago. It was my sewing machine insert. And I had the basic video part ready. I just hadn't put it to music or done anything like that. So I got that done probably within the past hour, or maybe just about an hour ago. Hi, Laura. Laura's here. Janice is here. She caught the live today. Yes, absolutely. I was just saying the postcards went out today from the last few weeks. Mona's been cutting and sorting all morning. That's fun. I haven't gotten any sewing done. I came up to sew earlier, but I had this, that, and the other thing to do. I hit 1 million views this week. That was exciting. I got a little notification on my YouTube studio when I went to log in on Monday when, well, I'm already logged in, but I clicked on the page to do something, something to do with Mona's live stream. I went over there and I saw that I had 1 million views. Yes, so I dropped a video this morning, a YouTube short, showing my insert for my sewing machine and how smooth it is, nice, things like that. The next one, I don't want to give too much away, but it's going to drop tomorrow. I just didn't want to drop them both in the same day. They both had some fun music to them, and, but I didn't want to drop them both the same day. So it is what it is. So I always do a spotlight channel. Well, not always. Something new. You guys know it's something new. The spotlight channel of the week this week is Kathy's. Is it Kathy's? Let me see. Kathy's Quilts and Crafts. I don't know what's Kathy or Kathy's, but yes, Kathy's Quilts and Crafts. Those are all spelled with K. So I know that our very own Terie has a link. She will link it. It's also linked in the description box. So I hardly ever turn on my YouTube that Kathy is not there with some friends. They chit-chat and they sew. So if you want to have company while you sew, you might want to check out Kathy Quilts and Crafts and see what her and her friends are up to. So like I said, yeah, Terie just dropped the link. Thank you, Terie. And it is in the description box for those of you who are watching afterwards and before the live chat is available. So with Debbie is here, piecing and listening. Good morning, she says. Well, hello to you. Thank you. Michelle said 1 million views. Congratulations. Thank you very much. Oh, Barb is here. I'm trying to scroll back on what I missed. She's resting her back. Any tips for good sewing posture? Mona says just try and sit up straight. I think I tend to slouch, and I think that's true. Thank you everyone for the congratulations. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. It's you guys that do it though. You guys are the ones watching. So hello Lynn from upstate New York. We're glad you're here. And Dorothy's here. She says, I have truly enjoyed your sessions. Thank you for taking the time for these. Well, you're welcome. And I wanted to let you guys know that, you guys know I had kind of a rough time really from late autumn, but I was pushing through when I shouldn't have been. So my actual tutorials haven't been coming out every other Sunday, but I am working towards getting back to that. So I have a few ideas for things that I want to do. It's just getting it done and getting it out to you. But in the meantime, I appreciate all the views that you guys are giving my other tutorials. I really appreciate each and every one of you doing that. So, let's see. Thank you, Terie. Thank you, Dorothy, Lukey, Sandra. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Okay. Remember a few weeks ago we talked about paper dolls? If you missed it, we were talking about paper dolls, how fun they were when we were kids, or we knew someone that had them, whether it was a sibling, a cousin, or whoever. And I showed you guys last week that I found some at our local Dollar Tree. So our 9-year-old granddaughter was here last Sunday, and I was so excited to have her over. Well, I am anyway, but had the dolls. I had the dolls ready. But do you know, there's one thing you can always count on. They always change something. They never leave anything alone. So, now, my grandkids call me Mimi. So, when she got here, I said, Mimi has such a good surprise for you. I have something that I used to play with when I was a little girl. You know, and I got that look. You know the look. Well, anyway, but she was happy to see this. So on the back, you had to punch the doll out of the back, okay? Along with these two things, which are still not connected because the only direction it gave looked like this. This Mimi could not figure that out because they're not anything like what held paper dolls up in 1969 or 1970. Anyway, I held on to them in case I can figure it out. I might Google it. Okay, so was that the only thing? Of course not. Because they've changed everything that you do. Okay? This wasn't so bad. Okay? This little wand. But do you see what the wand went into? Oops, going the wrong way here. You had to open up this area. Oops, right here. So that wasn't so bad. There's kind of a fairly big area there. But there wasn't big areas, I'm going to turn it around, to put the clothing on with. And why in the world we had to use a knife to poke the holes out was beyond me. Oops, who's leaving? Oh, thank you, Jackie, Sandra, June. Nancy says, hate to bail the live so early, but I've got to take hubby to a doctor's appointment. You take care, Nancy. Thank you for hanging out with us. Yeah, so basically all over the place there were little tabs that I made them larger because they were too small. So not only do you have to poke those out, and I found a butter knife worked best, and then try to fit the tabs in there. The tabs did not fold very far over. So we used Scotch tape to hold on her hair, and our granddaughter didn't seem to mind that her hair was a little messed up. I was not overly impressed with the paper dolls. I was excited because of the idea of it. But basically, they used to have shoulders so you could put the tabs right here. But they've done away with that. So, I know I told you last week they had paper dolls, and they do. But what's that saying? Your mileage may vary. She was happy with it. She played, so I guess that's all that matters, is she kind of liked it. She didn't change any of the clothes, but I don't think she really would have anyway. But, yeah, so there's that. So, as I said, I sewed postcards with Mona the other day, and I really need to catch up on making some of those. I'm down to 5 or 6. I know. Terie says, how can she not have shoulders, right? I know. I know. And I said to my husband, he grew up in a family of boys. He never saw paper dolls. He didn't know. I said, they changed it. And he said, well, it's been 50 years. I said, yeah, but why? It worked. I don't understand, I don't understand. Anyway, so I need to sew postcards, get caught up on those because I give those away weekly. And I still have not started my mother's birthday gift. Her birthday is June 9th. It is May 29th, and I have to mail her gift. So, I'm going to be busy. Then I forgot I have my yearly eye appointment tomorrow. So until they called and reminded me this morning, thankfully they do that. We have some prizes to give away. Oh, goodness. Let me see. Giovanna, they always have to ruin things. And Mona, I like the chloroform. Oh, colorform. Yes, we were talking about colorform a few weeks ago. I like those too. They stuck and you could move the pieces around. Absolutely. Michelle the Quilter, that's terrible. No more shoulders for the dolls. Why does everything have to change? Right? I'm telling you. And Tracy says, I'm so excited right now. I'm waiting on hubby to get home with a vintage Singer industrial machine. I know, silly, but I love it. That is not silly. That's not even close to the definition of silly. We all understand these things. Mary says, hello from work, getting ready to get out of here. Looking breezy, Marie. Yeah, that was the fan. I apologize for looking so rough. I need a haircut. I'll tell you what I did is about a month ago, I cut the top and the sides, but I couldn't get the back, so I just need a cut. I can't do anything with my hair. But thank you, and I'm glad you're almost out of work. Hi, Pat. I saw you were here earlier saying hello before we got here. Yeah. Got it for a steal $100 when I've seen them for over $2K. What? Holy moly. Oh, that's what Terie says. What? Wait, I'm more excited than you are, I bet. Terry's probably just stomping up and down with her little feet going, oh, I'm so excited. Hi, Pepsi girl. She is from the UK. Alrighty, it's Viv, and I'll remember that about 2 seconds, but I'll try. Jackie says maybe the original paper doll designs were trademarked. I don't know. I know a lot of different companies made them, but that's a possibility. It truly is. Yeah. Yeah. So, I had something happen this week, and I have been so disgusted by it. And I thought this morning, I don't know whether I should tell them or not, because I tell you guys all this weird stuff that happens, or we talk about funny things, but this is food related. And I don't know when I'll eat bread again, honestly, to tell you the truth. But I don't know who wants to hear this. So if you want to tell me you want to hear the story, or you tell me you don't, I'll go with majority rules. But it was not a pleasant experience with my bread. And I don't know. I just don't know, you guys. Good afternoon, Beverly. Good to see you here. Hope you're doing well. Terie says, does your husband mind driving it over to me, Tracy? I'm just a few hundred miles away. See, you know, it's not far. She's not asking for much. Oh, goodness. Tell. LOL, ew. Yes, tell us. All right. Richard says, sure, I'll still eat bread. Okay. I'm not going to name brands because I don't think it has anything to do with the brand, especially after I called them. But okay. Terie says, no, I don't need to know. I can imagine. Okay, well, cover your ears and go la 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 because they want to know. We had a Walmart delivery the other night. We do that sometimes. The store delivers, and I ordered some bread. And about 15 minutes after I got here, I asked my husband if he wanted to have a grilled cheese sandwich. He said, sure. And I said, well, there's some leftover bacon in the fridge. Should I crumble that up over your grilled cheese? And wouldn't hurt. So I untwist the tie. It's the twist tie. And I take 2 slices, I butter them, I put them in the frying pan. I've got the cheese and the bacon's crumbling, and I reach my hand into the bag and I jump back. There were 2 larder, L-A-R-D-E-R, beetles inside that bread that were crawling around the side. I screeched and I did. I truly did. And our granddaughter was here, so I didn't really want to alarm her, and I knew that I'd already made enough of a scene. So I called to my husband. I said, would you come out here for a minute? So he came out, and I'm like, look. I don't know what I wanted him to do, but you know. Gloria says, enjoy your scrappy creations, taking a break. Oh, Gloria, you're so sweet. Anyway, there were 4 in there. Now, it could have happened to anyone with any brand, and it could have happened whatever. Walmart gave me back my money, so that's good. So I called the company, which was not easy to get this company's consumer services number. Actually, it really was a lot tougher than what you'd think it would be. And I got a really nice woman with a southern accent who told me that it happens more often than you would think or want to know. She said pasta and bread products because... Okay, I'm not going to tell you everything she said, but they can live through the baking process with what's there and they can grow. Okay? I can't. You guys, so I've told a few people, and I've had people say, a peck of dirt won't bother you, too. I don't think I could put my hand in a bread bag again. And I'm right there. I'm right there. And the woman on the phone said, did you keep the bag so that you could write down the, they have like a number for that run of bread or something? She said that would help us narrow down. I said, no. I closed it up and it went in the trash. And she said, well, if anything ever happens like that again, if you could just... And then she stopped in the middle of her sentence. She says, you know what, girl? She says, I would have screeched and thrown that right out the window. So I'm not going to sit here on this phone and tell you that I would take the number off it either. She said, I'm just going to send you a coupon for some free bread. She goes, if you can eat it. But from what I have learned since this, it's the flour. The flour can look fine, and it could happen if we bought flour. It can happen to a factory using the flour, and any research after this, you're on your own because you probably don't want to know. But there's a lot we probably don't want to know. Yeah. And that's the thing. I thought, oh, well, I'll buy a different brand or I'll buy whatever. But after what I've found out, it probably doesn't matter. But it had to have happened before it reached the store, in my opinion. And I'm so expert, you know. My thought on this is because of the twist tie. Those are pretty tight on there. Now, if it were those the little square plastic that you push on that have the circle in the middle, then maybe. But, yeah. So, there's that. See, I always have something exciting to tell you guys, and it's usually not sewing related. Aren't you just so glad that you're here listening to all this? All right, I gotta scroll really quickly. Let's see. I make my own bread, so horror stories won't bother me. I made my own bread for years, but I will say that I bought flour that had bugs in it before, and it was well within its, sell-by date. But thank you. I understand that. Oh, Lisa's here. Hello, Lisa. I didn't know you were here. I wasn't trying to ignore you. Sherry Rose says she likes to make her own bread, slice it and freeze it. Yeah, that's the best way to go. Absolutely. Yeah, so free lunch, says Mona. Terie, oh my, we got beetles in our spinach once. I swore off that brand forever. That was at least 40 years ago. No worries. Mary says, oh, I would have screamed. Yeah, I did the whole yikes thing, but our granddaughter was here, so I kind of calmed it. But Tracy, my thoughts exactly. She says, ew, good reason to go on a low-carb diet. I did it. I was doing a low-carb diet till I fell off, but yeah, very good reason. Pam says, ew. Andrea says a little protein with your sandwich. Giovanna says, if they keep their factory clean, it would not happen. Ruth says, gross. Michelle, I wouldn't touch bread again. My husband would have to check every loaf. Let's see. It's really scrolling fast. I can't keep up. Let's see. Mona says her grandmother always sifted flour for bread. Yeah, absolutely. Pieces, love, and quilting. Hello, hello. Good to see you. Tracy, you are absolutely right. She says, really though, if that bothers you too much, don't look at your food under a high-powered microscope. And it's true. That is very true. If we only knew what we ate, really, half the time, and we don't, so, but it's probably better that I don't, because I get so easily grossed out. Terie says, I'm sorry, Marie, I will not give up my pasta. Bread, okay. Pasta, never. I don't blame you there. I love my pasta. Could you tell? It could be that eggs were in the flour, says Giovanna. And Jackie, I grew up in Florida. We had that a lot. Started freezing our bread as soon as it came in the house. Yeah, I understand that, and I put it in the fridge. But like I said, this had arrived about 15 minutes before I opened the bag. So it came that way. It was, yeah. Because there had been times, like a few weeks ago, I was seeing an ant here and there in the kitchen, but it wasn't these things here that... Sherry says, I do not buy flour in bulk for that reason. And that is a good idea because, it tends to, How did they live through the baking, says Guess Who Nancy? Well, because they weren't fully that size, and apparently from what I read they can do that. Helen says learning to make sourdough. I have some sourdough starter going down on the cupboard. I love sourdough. My youngest son loves sourdough. And Lisa says, hello, my sweet friend. She's given out all kinds of love. We send the love right back. Giovanna says her flour goes in the fridge as soon as she gets it. Well, that is good. And Beverly, hello, Scrappy family. Good, good. Dawn says, even worse is mouse droppings on a store shelf. Oh, my land, I can't. I can't. Andrea grew up on a farm, so that sort of stuff doesn't bother her. Let's see. Had a Pop-Tart in 78 that had a worm. Oh my goodness. Honor. Lukey says, well, on that delicious note, I have to go. Cheers, everyone. Thank you for hanging out with us, Lukey. See, you just never know. All right, Lisa says, so I watched a Pomtastic because a short popped up. I'm dying to make. I'm not sure what a Pomtastic is. Tracy says, my dad would have said, don't worry, it won't eat much. My father would have probably said the same. That's too funny. That is funny. All right, let's see. I'm sorry, I don't want to miss anyone. Andrea puts her rice and flour directly into the freezer for at least a week to kill any larvae that might be in it. That's a very good idea. Honor, I took it right back. I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. Lisa, thank you for dropping Courtney's channel. Nancy, yeah, I wonder the same thing, Nancy. Okay, so for the last few weeks, I haven't been going over all of what I normally do about the prizes and who can win. Giselle and Marie, your lives, just love them. Well, I'm glad, because see, you never know. You never know. And I got to turn that fan on again. I'm dying. All right, so I made myself little notes so I will not forget what to tell everyone. So, normally there are 3 contests going at a time, okay? Every week, unless I forget, I give you a creative word of the day, and that word you use in your comment below the video, not here in the live stream. And you use that creative word. You can just write the word, or you can make it into a sentence. You can do whatever you want to do. And then on the first Wednesday of every month, I take one winner from each of the last 4 What's Up Wednesdays who use that word. So I have 4 winners, and then out of those 4 names, I draw the one creative word of the day monthly winner. Now you can live anywhere in the world and take part in this as long as you have not won in the past 60 days. The only thing that is different is what I send because of postage. The prizes vary, but I'll try to do the best I can, and I was thinking that I might be able to do like an Amazon gift card for those outside the country. So, it's drawn the first Wednesday of every month, like I said. Can't have won the last 60 days. You can live anywhere. Okay, comment of the week. You can leave any comment. It doesn't matter what you say, okay? Well, I mean, within limits. Within limits. It doesn't matter. You can talk about anything in your comment. And that is for the weekly postcard prize. So if you want a chance at winning a postcard made by me, you want me to send it to you, just leave a comment and your name could be chosen, as long as you haven't won anything in the past 60 days. All right, and if you live in the U.S., and you want a chance at winning fabric from Kimberly over at My Fabric Addiction 1 over on Etsy, she gives away a prize. I cannot believe it. I know you guys post pictures of it, and I'm like, oh, wow. No, it is. It's really good. So you have to live in the U.S. You can't have won anything in the last 60 days, and you have to comment below. Again, not in the live chat where everyone's chatting now, but in the comment below the video, you have to use the word fabric. So a lot of times people will combine the creative word of the day I give them with the word fabric, and they make sense. You guys are so creative. All right. So this week's creative word of the day is project. I got thinking, I would like to hear about a project that you started because you were so excited to start it, but you never finished. Do you have one of those? Now, you don't have to tell me that, but when I thought of the word project, I thought that that would be a good subject, just in case you want to give me a little bit more to read, because I love reading the comments. So, and there's that. So your creative word of the day is project, and I'm going to catch up really quickly. Let's see, think of it this way, they're putting cricket powder in food products. Terie, if you put the heading under your video reading Disgusting Bread Story, you will get 100,000 subscribers by tomorrow. Oh my. Truer words have not been spoken, Terie. Georgina says, done binding. Into the wash. Well, yay. Giovanna, I sent a postcard to the U.S. yesterday and it cost me €4. Wow. Is that how much an international stamp is? Because that's what I do. As long as it's under 1 ounce and can fit in that envelope, it can go for an international stamp. Huh. Jackie says, lost you for a minute. Well, I'm glad you're back. We're glad you're back. Lisa says, Terie, good advice for Marie. Honest clickbait for a change, right? Yeah, I know. Okay, so I have my iPad here. I have it set up with the link, so I am ready. I'm going to turn the brightness down some. And we're going to draw the winner for the comment of the week and the fabric winner of the week. All right. Okay, I'm going to click. This is the magic clicker. Ready? Okay. The winner from the word fabric wrote, I was so excited that I finally got to get on live today. Been trying for 3 weeks. Something to do with my email. Happy Memorial Day. Some fabric is calling me. Take care. Helen Ann. So HelenRose 9028. It's still too bright and I can't get this thing centered. HelenRose 9028. Congratulations. You are the winner of the fabric from My Fabric Addiction one over on Etsy. All right, so now I have ready for the comment of the week. So this person is going to win a postcard made by me. Before I draw, the other thing I wanted to say, from the time I draw your name, you have 1 week to contact me. So what I do right after I close this live stream is I go to the winning comments and I let them know that they won. Okay? So that way I know that I've notified. So please be sure to check your YouTube notifications, okay? But if you won something and it's been like 3 weeks or so, check back with me if you haven't heard, okay? Because maybe your email got lost that had your address in it, or maybe I sent something and it hasn't gotten there, you know? So no worries on that. All right, so congratulations to, all right, I'll say who, I'll read what they wrote first and then I'll say who it is. All right. Thank you, Marie, for the news about the dollar store. Thrilled to hear that they have paper dolls. Do you know, when I was younger in the 40s, my mom didn't have much money at all. My dad had passed away. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Marion Jay. Congratulations to Marion Jay. She has won the comment of the week, so she wins the fabric postcard. So goodness, we have 2 winners, and next week's our first Wednesday of the month, so we're going to have 3 drawings. And Mona is going to teach me how to do them live on the, make them blip across the screen. You know, you won't be patting me on the back, you're patting her on the back if I can learn this, so. All right, let's see. And more than 1 million views, Giovanna says. Gisela, Marie, all my projects are like you said, started but not finished. Oh, Giovanna says we don't have fixed rates here. Oh, I see. Because anything under 1 ounce and under certain size that goes in an envelope can go for one international stamp, which is $1 something or other. I buy the book of them, or the page of them, so I don't remember individually. Lots of congratulations going out to the winners. Tootie says hello. Well, hello, Tootie. It's been a couple of weeks since I've been able to catch it live. Hope you're having a great day. We are. If you're easily disgusted by bad food conversations, you're not going to want to scroll back. Just saying. Okay. All right. And I really don't have a whole lot this week. That's really all I have. I haven't really done anything. Oh, I can tell you another Walmart story. It's not disgusting though. Okay. So on Sunday we ordered the order for delivery, the one with which that famous bread was a part of. We don't have a charcoal grill. We used to, but we haven't for quite some time. So I ordered a charcoal grill, the charcoal, the lighter fluid, stuff for hamburgers. So I had the buns, the meat, I had some chicken thighs, the barbecue sauce, the stuff for potato salad. And we spent well over $100. And they delivered it with everything except for the grill. Like, okay, what am I supposed to do with all this? So the next day I called the store and I said, is there a problem? Because it says that they're in stock, and they couldn't. Everybody passes the buck because the delivery department says, well, it must have been Lawn and Garden, and you get to Lawn and Garden and they're like, look, they're all here. All of the picker or whoever it's called has to do is come over here, so pick it up. They were here. We weren't out of stock. Because the first person I talked to in the delivery section said, oh, they must have been out of stock. No, they weren't. So we had our son go pick us up one. Helen says, I'm so excited to have won. Oh, yes, absolutely. Congratulations. So I will go to your winning comment and say this anyway. Yeah, here comes the mower. But you have a week to get back to me at my email address. It's mariescrappycreations@yahoo.com. But it's in the description box, but I will also write it in the comment where I'm going to reply to you. Let's see. Ruth says, have you ordered ice cream? And if they deliver, is it still frozen? It has been, but I can look out this window over this way and I can see Walmart. Street driving, it's probably close to a mile from here, but it's not very far. So your mileage may vary on that one, but we haven't had any issues with any products whatsoever. And for us, it's an easy way to order like the cat litter, and we don't buy a lot of soda, but if we buy a 12-pack, we don't have to lug it on the bus, which is harder to do, so everything takes thought when you don't have a car. If you need something big or something, because like the bus is great, but they have restrictions. Like I couldn't buy a broom and take it on the bus. If I need a new broom, I've either got to have someone pick it up for me, or you have workarounds. But it's worked out really well for us. The Walmart delivery has. I didn't know if I was going to like it, but I really do. I really do. But Helen, I'm so happy that you love the live chat. I know so many of us do. There's some that aren't into the chat, but that's okay too. That's okay too. Everybody has their own thing, So, yeah. So I have both my sewing machines set up. I have one set up for zigzag and one set up for the straight stitch because I am going to be busy. That's from some Christmas special or something. Oh, frosting. Yeah. Oh, quilting with Helen. Well, hello, stranger. She says, hello, everyone. Long time no see. Just came in to hear that we have another Helen in the chat. That's awesome. Can't have too many Helens. Okay, Jackie says, some things aren't delivered with a grocery order. They come out in a different order. Well, that's the thing. Nobody could give me an answer on that, except for both said that it should have been delivered. And when I called Walmart corporate, I asked them if it was a size thing or a weight thing or something like that, and they said actually no, it isn't. And like we've ordered cat litter before, that's 35 or 38 pounds, and they'll lug that. And I've ordered like long curtain rods and things. I don't know, but either way, we got our son to pick it up, so we got it. But I'm just glad that we have it available because we didn't until just recently, so that made it pretty hard. Pretty hard to get stuff before just recently. So yeah. Giovanna, yes, we did. Our son brought our granddaughter over on Sunday, so we just gave him the money and said, before you pick her up, would you please go pick us up a grill? It was just a charcoal grill, one of those square charcoal grills, so it wasn't, like that he had to lug too much. Giovanna says, I don't have a bus stop near my house. Ours actually isn't that type of bus. It's they come right to your door. They come right to your parking lot. They open the door. You get on. You get 2 stops and home for the low price of $3. And I realize that is a very low price. Yeah, and within reason. And it's just a great service. It really is. And I can complain sometimes and say, well, I waited 45 minutes for them to pick me up, and that is a long time to stand. I'm still thankful for it because before that, our options were walking, so. And a taxi, if I take that bus, it's $3. If I take a taxi to Walmart, it's $12 over and it's $12 back, and like I said, it's just right over there. But you get in the cab, it's $12. Just to start, it's $12. And I know that different parts of the country are different prices, but yeah. Okay. Andrea says, I have even had fabric delivered to me from Walmart. Well, that's interesting. I know I can order fat quarters, but they don't show me the yardage that's available. Yeah. Honor, that's a long walk, Richard. Oh, I missed it. Oh, I take the bus all the time, but it is about a 25-minute walk to the bus. Yikes, yeah. My knee would give out. My knee and my hip would give out before then. Oh, Giovanna said that. Richard, I am knee impaired, so I can't walk that far. I'm with you, Giovanna. Yeah. Jackie says, maybe it wouldn't fit in the driver's vehicle. I had thought about that, but he had a pickup truck, so I don't know. That's the thing. It could have been anything. The guy at Lawn and Garden, he said, I'm going to be honest with you. He said probably what happened is they came over here and got the lighter fluid and the briquettes. He says because all that stuff on your order is not necessarily in any kind of order where they'd pick it up in the store. He said the person probably got clear over to the other end of the store by where they load them when they realized they'd forgotten the grill or didn't see the order, and they probably just didn't want to walk back here. Whether it is or not, or they were just saying that, I don't know. But yeah. Yes, Giovanna, that is great. It really is. Ruth says, dang, Richard, you're in shape. I can't walk that far. Giovanna says, our taxis are not that expensive. Richard, I usually walk up to an hour to get to Walmart, but sometimes I will take the bus or Lyft. Yeah, see, we don't have that. We do have an Uber that just recently, within the past, I'd say year and a half. Yeah, so, but that's good. I don't know how expensive they are, but I would say they must be, like in this area, I know they're more expensive than a cab, the Uber that's available, because I know someone whose brother does it. Vivian says, I'm knee and hip impaired also, can't walk all that far. Jackie says, I do Walmart by the year. Yeah, I do too. Unlimited deliveries as long as it's more than the $35 order. Isn't it wonderful? That's what we do. It really works out well for us. It really, truly does. Yeah. Yeah, it sure does. Well, everyone, I think that's about it, and I'm going to go try to get some sewing done because I'm having a great day today, and I'm going to figure out what I'm making for my mom. Hi, Shirley. Around to it. You just got here right before I'm zipping out the door. We've had all kinds of conversations, but it's good to see you. So everyone, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope you saw or will see the short that I put out earlier today. And there is one tomorrow that's going to be dropping. Oh, I know what I forgot to tell you. I got that package out. So our granddaughter got her diaper bag with the little wipes and the bib. And oh my land, we got video and pictures this morning. Our daughter got her birthday gift that had that red, white, and blue Boston Red Sox bag. And everyone got their items, and it was a really good video. It really was. And our baby granddaughter, well, she just turned 2. Her mother said when she opened her eyes this morning, she got up out of bed and zipped right over to her doll stuff. So that always makes it good. Ruth says, around here, Uber is cheaper than a taxi. Hi, Fern. Oh, I'm sorry you missed us, too. Jackie says, Walmart made groceries so much easier when I couldn't leave my dad alone to go shopping. Yes, absolutely. Honor says, get your mama's gift done. Yes, indeed. Richard says, Lyft is a lot cheaper than a cab. 20 years ago, it would have cost over $60 for the same distance. It's a little over $20 by Lyft. Wow. Oh, thank you, Shirley. She said you're going to watch the replay. You have a great day, too, Michelle. Giovanna, everyone. Oh, Jackie's packing up some of her craft room, getting ready to move this fall. Oh, that's a job and a half. Ruth's going to get back to her sewing. Hi, Lorraine. Okay, and Helen says happy sewing. So happy sewing to all of you. And remember, be kind out there. The world needs more of that. And until next time, guys, take care. Thanks for hanging out. It was really fun. It always is.